again. So yeah, let's go. So I've talked about this part. I've talked about the product design, which is the design process, which is the process the designers takes to create a new product that blends users' need with business goal in a given market. And I gave us example of financial application. That's the fintech app that solves the need of the user, which is it allows them save money. And the business goal is to allow people save money and also receive money and also transfer money. And then that kind of blend each other together in the given market, which is the financial industry. And that's the problem that fintech solves. All right. Now, the product designer is the person who summons different skills. I've talked about that one as well. So to create a solution that solves the needs of the user in a given market. And then in addition, right, I've talked about the types of product designers that we have, which is the UX designers and then the user interface designers as well. Now, the UX designers, I've told you what they do. They create the overall experience that simplifies create the design process that simplify the experience a user gets when interacting with the company's products. So it might be digital product, it might be a physical product. And I give without stress, I give us example of one. So another example is imagine walking to the supermarket and then you want to buy, let's take for example, you want to buy electronics. And then the supermarket didn't label their shelves. They didn't label their shelves. You know, that's the kind of experience you are going to get when using that supermarket will be very, very terrible because their shelves are not labeled. So that means every time you want to look for electronics, you have to come to the receptionist, asking the receptionist, please, where is your electronic? And then the receptionist will have to leave the seat and then take you down to where the electronics are. So imagine there are more customers asking our questions, bombarding our with questions like that, like where is groceries, where are groceries, where are kids' toys, where are different kinds of things you can find in the supermarket. She's going to go through a lot of stress. And the user experience that is used to solve that experience is those shelves were labeled. So when you come to her and then you ask her that where are your electronics or where are your drinks, she just tells you to walk down the so shelf and then you should be able to pick them up from there. And that solves that kind of challenge. That solves that. At times you might not even need to walk up to her. Since you already know where the label, since you already know that the shelves are labeled, you just go to specified specific label shelf that you're looking for, and then you grab what you need to do, what you need, and then go back to her, and then you check out. All right. So the next thing is we've talked about that we are still at the user experience side. So we haven't gotten to the user interface side. So I told you that being a user experience here, some of the skills you develop on the way is what we've looked at, and we've talked about being able to identify problem, being able to educate the business owner, being able to research and the best solution for those problems, being able to design a solution that matches those problems, being able to test the solution as well. So now let's look at the workflow stages of user experience designer. These are the workflow stages of a user experience designer. The first thing first is the business owner provides the user experience designer with the problem they want the user experience to design for. So now, what I'm basically saying is that either the employer or the client or the stakeholders, either of the three, will provide the user experience designer problem they want the designers to design for, problem they want to solve. Let me just put it that way. Now, they'll tell you that, okay, we want to solve a problem of people sending money or receiving money. This is how Kuda came up with their own, own idea as well. They gave the user experience these problems that, oh, we want to we want to design a solution for users to be able to send money easily and receive money easily. So they are designing for that problem. Now, they will tell you users facing these problems. People facing these problems are maybe the Iyalojas of the My 12 market, maybe the young individuals who want to quickly pay for their school fees and they need to do it online. Maybe they'll tell you maybe those working in the office who don't have the time to go to the bank to solution for. They are the one problem you to design a solution for. Or addition to that, they will also tell you their expected goals. Okay, this is what we are expecting the design to achieve. So in our as a UX designer, take all these their complaint, sorry, to take all this their information and work with it. The next thing we as user experience do is we list out the problems. So now let's take for example, I'm going to do a short practical right now. So I'm going to come down here. So I'm going to take my rectangle tool. I'll turn this off. I'll turn to rectangle tool. So the tool I'm using to create this is called FigJam. It is called Jam. And to be able to speak Jam, you have to go to Figma.com. So in my case, because I'm logged in, it's going to take me to dashboard. Your own case, it's going to take you to the dashboard. It's going to prompt you to create an account on Figma. So when you create an account on Figma, that is when you'll be able to create a FigJam. So let me continue from where I stopped. I'm not going to call because my spectrum internet is messing up. I have to use other internet to load this. I just disconnected that because I don't really have, I have unlimited on my spectrum, but this other one, I don't have that on this. So I'm stop this now and continue back talking about. So, but then in the meantime, before I continue, I like to show you some of the things the past students have built. Some of the students that have worked, that have taken from us. Some of they built, but I don't know if allow me show you. Okay, thumbs up. I will definitely show you. I will definitely show you what we need to achieve. It's activate you for attention to this training. All right. So moving, let us continue with the FigJam so that you guys don't get lost. All right. So like I was saying, I want to do what. So in this, I take this rectangle or square, and then I'm going to create my problem state. So I'm going to call this state because yes, we need to problem. I'm going to add this one to X. Yes, I'm going to draw this out. So this is going to be my problem statement. So in this case, I'm going to make a list of the problems users are facing. I'm going to make problems which the users are facing. So don't forget that in this case, I will have problem statement. It is the stakeholder who are once providing us with problems to design for. Are you following along? It is stakeholders who are the ones providing us the problems want us to solution. So that's why we are using solution. Okay. Yes. So in let's say, for example, let's say the stakeholders give us like going to make a list. We're going to make a list of this problem now. I want us to be able to create as well. Don't worry, you can't see my screen. I know it's because of network. Don't worry, I will still send this. I will put this video so that you can be able to see full version of it. But then I believe in subsequent class, the network is not going to be this stable. Okay, I'm just putting it right now, and then we'll start. So the first one from here is I'll zoom in. So let me zoom in, and to zoom in, I'll press Control and plus. Control and allows me to zoom in. Control plus allows me to zoom in, and then I'll take and tool. I'll use it to drag it up. So then I click on my text tool, or click on this my pick tool, and then I'll click on this part. Don't tap on it to be able to type. Okay, now I can type. So the first problem I want to solve is uh, sorry, the problem I want to solve is people unable to seek money easily. Now, people, that's the second problem, unable to access account balance. Thirdly, people frustrated about bank queue. Last, fourth, fourth one. So, these three is okay, but let me just add the last one. Maybe people who people want unable to pay for bills, unable to pay bills, utility bills, unable to now. These are the problem. Sorry, these are the problems. Control minus to zoom out. Control minus to zoom out. That's my keyboard shortcut. And keyboard shortcut. So you can take note of it just in case. Control plus and control minus to zoom out. So now, I'll drag this up and then I'll reduce this part. I'll reduce this a bit. Oh, okay, that's not going to reduce it. All right, I'll zoom in. Now, let's see. Now, these are the problems the stakeholder provided me with. These are the problems the stakeholders provided me with. So these are the problems they want me to provide solution for. Giving the UX designer, they want me to provide solution to these product problems. Now, the next thing is they provide me with those specific problems. Now, the next part is who are the users in the problem? This second one here. Second one here. Who are the users facing these problems? This part you are talking about the users facing the problems. So we need to look at those facing the problems. We need to look at those facing this problem. So we'll come down again to our next part. We'll come down again to create our next information. Because this UX part is more of the analytical aspect of it. You are trying to analyze, you are trying to put together analysis of problems, users, expectations that you need to be able to create app design. So in my case now, I'm going to duplicate this. Putting Alt on my keyboard. Alt allows me to duplicate something. Alt, A-L-T, Alt. It allows me to duplicate. But when it's your turn to these things, I know you are likely to make mistake. I'll come through for you and I will assist you. Don't worry. All right, moving forward from there. The next one is I want to change this color to be able to differentiate it from the top one. So in this case, I'll call this one users facing problems. So let me now, my stakeholders will tell me that the people facing this are people between the age range of 18 or let's say even 14, because 14 can use a mobile phone now. I think 14 has an account, but let's put it on the average age of 16 to 60. These are the people using mobile. These are the people who can use mobile phone. Then, according to 65 or 70. Now, next one is occupation. Maybe farmers who don't want to go to the bank every time. The traders as well. The skilled workers, the students, apprentice, those learning work, apprentice, then still in school. Finally, let's just add one more list. Maybe driver. I'm facing. I can had a country that so within the country, within the, that is, if I want to call for those outside the two, I will determine that in this place. But when we want to create a product for those within the country, no, both gender, unisex, both of them. So this is okay. Not to it, but for this practical example, right? So that I do three things and don't miss out. Let's be this way. But I'm going to change the color of my note. It differentiate from and then the one I'm going to use as this, and then I'll zoom out. You can see getting there already. But I have what we want. We are having what we want. So what I'll do next, listen out. When others and then they provide us with facing the problems. They also tell us their expected goals, things they want us to achieve, getting that with our to. Now let's come down. Let's come down, right? So I'll come and I'll repeat this again with my thoughts. Use my alt locate this exactly, and I'll call expected goals, and then I'll turn this to another column, and then I'll turn to another stream. Yeah, my expected goals. Now, the first thing first is people should be able to send money easily. Now, people should be able to pay for their utility bill faster. People should be able to check their info or balance. Let's leave it at these three expect goals. Now, let me think. You guys see what you understand me? Please, you can leave a message in the chat. Okay, that's great. Okay, that's great. So let me come from here. Now, no, let me just, I'm going to give it right now. I'll stop here before I proceed to the next part, because the next part would be another clarity of the entirely. Let's stop here now. And let me, from this explain that please see yourself as that. Create a problem state. So look, UX designers for a given now is the market. Now, please look at market that design a problem for. Design problem rather. You can look at it. You can look at the list. Look at the. You can look at the edutech, that's educational technology. You can look. There are different kinds of industry that you can design. Sorry, are you? Mrs. Bolanle. Sorry, please, are you? Sorry. Is it difficult? Okay, let's stop the moment. But I have to do this as well. Let me stop this video before we move to the next class.